What's going on, folks? Welcome back to another Tackle Tuesday here on JoebobsBass. Thank you all, as usual, for tuning in. I am pretty stoked for today's video. We are going to be talking about something a little different than anything I guess we've talked about thus far. But just to start, this past weekend we had the Throwback Swimbaits Swimbait only tournament. My buddy Scott and I fished it. Long story short, we were doing great. We were having, catching fish all day on lots of stuff. What we're talking about today, the Metro Glide from Throwbacks, being one of those. And so I got a question actually on last week's video about the setup that I used to throw the Metro on. He said he's in the market. He might be thinking about buying something specifically for kind of this size of glide baits. So let's run down, guys, what I was catching fish in the tournament on, what I've been catching fish for 2 years now on. This setup right here. I mean, it's awesome, all right? Starting out with the rod. Let's start with the rod. Dobyns 795 SB. Dobyns Fury Series 795 SB, okay? This is a 7'9" rod. You can see I'm 6'2", and obviously you probably can't see the whole thing. But it's a nice rod, guys. I mean, for the price, I think it's like $159, give or take, retail. That's a great price for a really, really quality rod, guys. I mean, this rod is not good at everything, right? It's one of those rods, I think it says on here, yeah, swim baits, glide baits, umbrella rigs. That's kind of what they've printed on the rod at least, okay? I think it throws glides of most sizes fantastic. I mean, I haven't thrown much bigger than, I wouldn't throw the Retro Glide from Throwbacks on here. That's a little too big. It's only rated up to 5 ounces, I believe. Yeah, 1 to 5 ounces. But this Metro coming in at like that 2.5 range is perfect, guys. I mean, you get a perfect little whip on the, to load up that rod nice every single cast. You can cast it a lot of different ways. It's got great sensitivity. It's nice and light. It's got a great EVA foam handle, nice hook keeper. I mean, I cannot rave about this rod enough for the price tag that it has. Now, of course, there's probably better rods out there that are going to cost you more money. But the Dobyns Fury Series, I've had a couple other rods. Super, super awesome rods for the price, okay? Going to the reel now. This year, actually, I used to throw a Tranx 200, and I had a lower gear ratio, 6'2", and it worked great, for sure. This year, I made the switch to this Curado K 200 size, and this is the HG, I believe, maybe the XG. The XG, so it's a 8.5 gear ratio, okay? That's fast. It took me a little bit of adjustment to get kind of the choppiness of any, choppy glide down with that size of the reel being a little, well, the same as the Tranx, but the gear speed obviously being far greater. I'll tell you what, though, I love it. I would not go back to a 6'2" for a glide bait that you're trying to get choppy or burning or, even just a slow retrieve, right? Faster, in my eyes, is always a little better because you can always just slow down. Unless you're using something, super slow for soft baits that you want to just crawl on the bottom. And even then, you're reeling real slow, right? This reel is fantastic. 8.5 to 1, 200 size Curado K. And you guys know me. I love the Shimano stuff. I've used plenty of other brands. No, not all of them. There's way too many. But the Shimano stuff really impresses me, and the longevity and the durability of them is top notch, okay? So kind of just the last really 2 things here are the line. On this, on my glides, I've been using 17-pound P-line CXX. It's a copolymer line. I've been using that for 3-4 years now at least. And then on these glides, guys, especially the Metro Glide, I'm always using some kind of snap, okay? And a lot of guys, that might seem weird, especially with swim baits. These are the VMC crank snaps, actually. This is a size 1. You can definitely get by with a size 2 or 3 even. I like the size 1 for the most part. It's a little bit bigger, obviously, but it gives that just a little bit more fluidity, a little more room, right? So that's kind of the whole setup, guys. Again, I cannot, the reel, you can get by with a lot of different reels for sure. If you're getting into the swim bait game or you're looking for something specifically for the Metro and you don't want to break the bank, guys, I cannot rave about this Dobyns Fury series enough. Of course, if you do want something a little bit bigger, it might be overpowering the Metro just a smidge, but the 806 in the Fury series, also fantastic. I had that rod until it broke last year, which was a bummer. But I replaced it with this one, and I like this one a little bit more, the 795. It's just a little bit shorter, obviously. It's a little, you can't throw quite as much weight on it, obviously, but for like small glides like this, 7-inch glides, 8-inch glides even, it's pretty perfect for the most part, okay? Really then, kind of the last thing, I guess, is, we'll talk about the Metro specifically in its own video. You can probably see I've got a couple up here, a couple more over in my boat right now. But of course, that pink lemonade is top-notch color. Whatever it is about it, guys, it just catches fish. Plain and simple, just gets it done. Smallmouth, largemouth, rivers, lakes, reservoirs, you name it, guys, it's going to get bit. So that's pretty cool. And we'll do a deep dive on the Metro here. I'm planning to do, hopefully this next week, start a Sunday swim bait series here on Joebobs Bass. Get out 2 videos a week to you guys, most weeks that is, where we got Tackle Tuesday, where we talk about everything in the fishing world, from rods and reels to backpacks and boat accessories. And then Swim Bait Sunday, of course, we will dive deeper into the array of swim baits that I have fished and how I fish them and all that. So there it is, guys. Really, that is kind of the best, whatever you want to call it, budget, entry level to just don't want to spend a lot of money on a setup, rod, reel for the glides, smaller glides, specifically, of course, the Metro glide, okay? Dobyns 795 SB, 17-pound P-line CXX, VMC size 1 crankbait clip, and the Curado K 200 size. This is the XG. You can definitely get away with the HG or even just the 7.2, but I have really been loving that faster speed this year. Okay, guys. So thank you guys so much. I loved getting that comment from you last week, Kale. If you guys want to see any more deeper dives like this on specific gear that you've seen me talk about or seen me just use in my TikTok videos or Instagram videos or anything like that, feel free, please, please, please leave a comment down below. I love to see that kind of stuff, guys. And really, that's pretty much it, guys. The bite here in Minnesota is really getting past that spawn. We're getting into that summertime transition. Fish are starting to move to their summertime spots. My favorite time of the year to fish is the summertime. It's beautiful. Minnesota is fantastic. We might not have the biggest bass, but even just throwing big swim baits like this, guys, it can be so much fun. So go out there, guys. Go get bit, and we'll see you next week.